to Not Movies. This is a podcast where we get together and come up with a ridiculous movie idea. I'm Sean.
I'm Summer.
I'm Eric.
I'm Laura.
It's our goal each
let her
week
go
to
first.
have fun. What's up with you?
I don't know. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Welcome, Laura.
Hello.
Yeah.
Everybody's a library person except for me.
Yeah, get on
Loser.
that. When are you going to get on that and get a job at the library where all the cool kids are?
I think there's a full-time van position open.
Sean, you love
Moving up in the
vans.
world.
I spent too much of my time, my professional life, driving a van already. I didn't like it.
time you get to
Elaborate on
move
that
books,
for
though,
our
instead of
viewers. Well, they're
instruments.
not viewers, but...
Listeners.
Okay, Tom.
Listeners.
I used to drive a van for accent music.
Uh-huh.
And it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite.
How much time would you spend actually driving?
It would really depend. Sometimes 3 or 4 hours a day. Wow. Sometimes
Too much.
an hour or two, but it was also like 45 minutes to get there and back.
Were you by yourself?
Yes.
See, like it went from meh to being by myself and driving. I kind of like.
It just takes a toll on your body after a while.
You listen to a lot of audiobooks and things, though.
Yeah. Totally.
Podcasts.
Yeah.
Our own
Lot of
podcast.
podcasts.
I still
Lot
do,
of
but
podcasts.
it's
I do
just-
too.
I wish I could spend less time driving at this point and not more time driving. So quitting my job to get a van job is so unappealing to me.
But think about this. You might see me in summer sometimes.
I am glad for the times that I see you in
Laura,
summer
maybe?
already.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I need to make a career out of it.
You should see the shenanigans that Summer and I get into at our job.
Have you guys done any cool pranks?
Yeah. Pranks.
What kind of pranks have you guys done on each other at the workplace? So far?
She'll like pull down my pants from behind while I'm trying to help out a patron.
No.
Yeah. It's very
never.
embarrassing.
Are you wearing like boxers with hearts on them? And...
Oh yeah, it's the most embarrassing underwear. Yeah.
No.
Whitey tighties
I just,
with, like, monster trucks
put books
on the
on
butt.
hold for him that are funny.
Oh, right.
She did. Mm-hmm. I was like,
What prank
it
books
said-
did you put on hold
well,
for him?
It was called Someone Farted,
Yeah.
and on the hold slip that like has his name on it, I wrote, "And I think it was you."
Yeah. I got excited. I was like,
good.
I saw I had an alert that I had a book ready for pickup, and I was like, what did I put on hold? And I saw it, and I pulled out somebody farted, and then it's like, I didn't even look at the tag earlier. I was just like, Summer! We're doing shit like that all the
Good
time at the
time, good
library.
time.
It's the
You know,
best,
pranks.
baby!
Well, all
That's
right.
as
I guess I'll
pranky as
apply.
it really gets.
Yeah!
You convinced me.
Yes!
I just don't know what we're gonna do about money. Then
Don't worry about money.
Well,
You can
you'll
live
have
off
a
books.
full-time job.
Yeah.
There'll be health insurance
for like
at least.
5 times less than I make now.
You don't know that.
Okay, you're right. I don't. It might only be 3 times less.
It might only be like less than half.
Okay. Well.
No,
then I have-
well, like less than half of the
What
cut.
I-
The
yeah.
cut would be, you know.
That's
So, Laura,
really
tell us a bit about yourself.
Pretty appealing.
So, Laura, tell us about yourself. What do you do? What do you like to do for fun?
So I'm a librarian.
Woo-woo!
And for fun, I probably hang out with friends. Yeah, read, watch TV.
What kind
Okay.
of movies do you like?
Yeah.
What's your go-to? Go-to genre? Go-to
Lately,
movie that you've seen a million times?
lately I've been into stand-up comedy. That's been
Oh,
pretty
okay.
fun to watch. It's all on
Stand-up.
Netflix now.
Okay.
There's a lot
What
of
have you watched recently? That's an
Yeah.
overwhelming amount.
Like comedy-wise? Oh, I liked the Jim Jeffries one.
I haven't seen
He's
that.
a British dude.
I thought he was an Aussie.
Yes, he is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on blast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, you're right.
If you want to start any beefs, we have
I'm gonna start a beef
theme
with
for that,
Eric right
just so
now
you
for
know.
fucking interrupting. Sorry.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's about it. That's my
Cool.
boring life.
And Hannah, what about movies, like in general?
Yeah. Favorite movies? If you just like ones that come to mind. You're literally
Blinking.
wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt right now.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I do like the bad movies sometimes that are just so awful, and then you just watch them. and
Wait a
laugh.
second.
Oh no.
Do we have enough movies first? Do we have another person that does not like Jurassic Park?
No, I actually like it.
She's not saying that Jurassic Park is a bad movie. That was
God
unrelated.
damn
comment.
it!
No,
when am
they're
I going to
good.
find my other half? The other person that hates Jurassic Park. I just don't.
They got
You
eaten by
hate all of
dinosaurs.
them?
No, I don't hate it. I just think that it's I hate that it's like so revered for a mediocre movie.
What about the new ones?
I hate them. They're terrible. They're
Got
like
Chris Pratt in it though.
I know. That's the winning
Chris Pratt
part.
is a charismatic, fun movie star. I don't really
great.
care about his character at all in those movies.
I didn't see the second one.
No, we haven't seen it yet.
oh, I can tell you though, it's probably the plot of the
it.
first one.
So you didn't see it, but you
Well.
say you hate it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't see the second one, but
Okay.
I slept through half of the first one.
So you didn't see it, and you say you hate it.
So
Well,
harsh.
it was so stupid, and it's the same plot of every Jurassic Park movie. Oh, we engineered a new
Were you
dinosaur.
expecting
I hope
something
it doesn't ruin
different?
the park.
But don't
Were
the
you
dinosaurs
expecting
look
something
good?
different though?
Yeah, but that's also at a time like the first one came out and was like, oh my god, when the first one came out, it's like, can you imagine what it looked like to like digitally render dinosaurs? And it was like we didn't know because we hadn't seen that before. And now it's like we can see anything in a movie, like literally
That's why they're making cross
anything.
species.
Is that the Meb one that's coming out? Is that like the Meb one that's coming out? Like
The Meg?
shark? Meg? Sorry.
Oh, I would go see the Meg.
What's the Meg?
What's
Oh,
that?
this
Yeah.
movie is right up your alley, Sean.
Oh,
It stars Jason Statham, Rainn Wilson, and a whole assortment of weird actors smashed together. It is a shark movie. It looks
About a
really
megalodon?
stupid. About a megalodon.
Okay.
The shark is it looks even from the previews, and I don't know about the like correct size of what a megalodon would be, but even from the previews, you're like, I think that's too big to be a megalodon.
I believe it's school bus sized.
It's bigger than that because there's a in the preview. I mean,
Okay.
you're probably right, but
I'm
just saying in the
What I
preview, it's
remember,
like-
but unless they discovered a bigger one from when I learned
I think
that.
that's the plot of the movie. Is we discovered a bigger one,
Gotcha.
the Meg, which is such a weird name for
It
a
really
movie,
is.
'cause
It
it sounds
doesn't
like
sound-
a girl like named Meg.
Yeah. There was that movie
Family
Mega
Guy
Shark
spinoff.
versus Mecha Shark.
Yeah.
Now those
That
are
was bad.
fun.
That was a thing.
Those know they're bad and they're fun.
Yeah, that's what makes them enjoyable.
Yeah, it's sometimes more fun when they weren't aiming for it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are your thoughts on Tammy and the T-Rex?
I never saw it actually, but I know it's the Paul Walker movie,
Mhm.
right?
And Denise Richards.
It's a good one.
Oh no.
He turns into a dinosaur.
He turns, or does he have the brain of a dinosaur?
No, he turns into a dinosaur.
His brain gets
How do they do it
taken
with effect?
Yeah. it
from
gets
his
swapped.
head into the
Practical.
dinosaur's head.
Is it like a?
And-
Is
know.
it? Is it
never
a
heard of
model?
it.
She
Rubber?
finds him.
Is
and
it
they
like
fall
a
in
small
love.
dinosaur?
No, it's like a pretty
Wait,
big
well,
dinosaur.
so they are
guy that was in
I have
Fast
so
and
many
Furious?
questions.
You
Sorry.
can't have two conversations at once,
Oh,
though.
yeah,
Continue.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know.
Oh no, wait. Is this the guy that was in Fast and Furious? That guy?
Yeah.
and he
Oh my
died.
God.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him. I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't
And do you know
put
who
that
Denise
together.
Richards is?
She's
She was
the.
in Starship Troopers.
Oh, Starship
She's-
Troopers.
I'm pretty sure I know what she looks
She was
like.
sort of like a 90s like bombshell.
Yeah, she was in
Kind of.
The World Is Not Enough, one of the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies.
Oh, I didn't
Christmas Jones was her name,
know that. Oh my god.
just so they could do a Christmas comes twice a year joke.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's sad.
it is. It's just like that's like low hanging fruit. Like,
Only
that's like,
twice a year?
that's like how can we reverse engineer a Christmas come joke? Like we could name her Christmas. People are named Christmas, right? And they're like, I don't know, maybe. And that's how I think they wrote the movie.
I think
And
we
Christmas
have
comes
someone
twice
named
a year?
Christmas.
Well, at the end of the
Great.
movie,
One
they
each.
have sex, and James Bond's like, I thought Christmas only came once a
Once
year.
a year.
Yeah.
I see.
It's
Got
really
it.
bad. It's really bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
I'm not a fan of the Bond genre. in general.
I am some. I like some of them. It depends on the actor. But anyway, so
if-
types of movies that you like.
If you could be in a room with three people who are like experts,
Mm-hmm.
and you could write any movie you wanted in like 40 minutes,
Yeah.
what kind
Hypothetically.
what kind of movie would you want to write?
Yeah.
Oh, this has to.
Like maybe one with like a bear?
No.
Okay.
What
How
about?
like no, you go.
Oh no! I didn't have anything. I was just kept thinking about Shark Week.
Maybe like a kid that really likes to swim and
Ooh.
he I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
A kid that really likes to swim.
Yeah.
That's our starting point. A kid that really likes to swim.
Yeah, where do you want to take that?
What type of movie is it?
Yeah, what I gotta know what type of movie it is. Is it a shark movie? Are we doing a shark movie? I don't think we've ever done a shark movie.
Well, what exactly is a shark movie?
A movie where a shark attacks people.
Oh, I do like
Deep
shark
Blue Sea.
attack movies.
You ever see Deep Blue Sea?
Yes.
Deep Blue Sea is the best.
Deeper, bluer. My hat is like a shark's fin.
That's my
Hello,
favorite
Cool J.
shark attack movie.
I say
Is that the one
Jaws
where they
is
get
probably
left out
my
in the water?
favorite.
There's like a station, like a research station out in the middle of the ocean,
I didn't
and
see
they're
that
developing
one.
super smart sharks because within a shark's brain, there's the cure for Alzheimer's or something like that.
of course.
So they have to grow them extra big, extra smart to get that piece extra nice and big, so they can like harvest it. But then
What
the
could
sharks
go
turn
wrong?
against that piece.
Yeah,
Bum, bum, bum.
It's like hearing you say that out loud. The
It's
like ends of my
terrible.
lips are just curling like the fucking Grinch. Like it's just so like to think about a writer's room where they're like, okay, guys, like they're walking in. It's like the morning. They haven't sat down yet, and the guy comes in and he's like, I fucking got it. And they're like, what, Dave? What the fuck are you talking? He's like, I got it. I got
It's
it. I
too
got it.
perfect.
Alzheimer's. Like, Alzheimer's. And then he starts spilling that pitch. He's like, so we got to make them bigger to get the bigger chunk of brain out of it. Just brilliant. Brilliant.
It is.
LL Cool J is
And
the
then the
cook on the
sharks
ship.
fight back.
And Samuel L. Jackson's in it, too.
Well,
It is. It's great.
maybe
Good times all around.
there needs to be another one.
There could be. I think
Okay.
they're.
Do you want to write a shark movie, Laura?
Sure.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
That's the tagline.
Hopefully.
What could go wrong? So, what's
Hopefully
our shark
something.
movie about?
Well,
It's about
sharks.
this kid.
Wait, hold on. There's gonna be a Deep Blue Sea too.
Bullshit.
That's what it says. 2018.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Some
It's Danielle Savra is gonna be in it. Rob Mays, Michael Beach, Nathan Lynn. Do you know any of those people?
Nathan
No.
Lane is a pretty good actor.
No, Nathan Lynn.
He's gonna be good in it.
I was like, wait. Did you say who? Wait.
There's a trailer out.
Oh, is this like a direct-to-video movie?
I can't find any dates.
Sounds like it.
I can't find a specific.
Yeah, that's
date.
beneath us.
Beneath Us is the title of the movie.
Oh, that's a great title.
Oh, there you go.
This is how we write movies, by the way. It's just like
We don't.
synergy. It's synergy.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Oh, and the second one's gonna be the same thing as the first one.
Oh, it's a fucking reboot instead of a.
Oh, it's going to be the same thing as the first
No,
one?
no,
Is
no,
it called
no.
Jurassic World 3?
Oh, it's called Deep Blue Sea 2. So what do you expect?
They didn't
It's
do
just
Deep
a brilliant
Blue Sea.
billionaire named Carl Durant is experimenting on bull sharks, which soon rebel to cause havoc for a group of scientists.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to lose the title. Beneath Us. Beneath
Beneath
Us.
Us is a great title.
I love it.
So
it's a-
they're ice sharks beneath the ice. Whoa.
Holy shit! Were you just sitting on that this whole time?
No, I just thought of that.
Ice sharks?
I love it. It's
So-
never been done.
I was actually
Well,
thinking.
there's actually Avalanche Sharks, which is a movie.
You spend.
Watch a lot of
I know
shark
you guys are
movies.
married, but I just got to say, I think you spend too much time with Sean.
I mean, maybe because did I watch them by my? No, I watched them.
No,
with
we
you.
watched Avalanche Sharks together.
What's Avalanche Sharks about?
They also like teleport through time and space.
Okay.
It's through
my
space.
God.
I'm not sure about time, but
Yeah, I don't
definitely through
remember the
space.
time travel
Because
part,
they would
but-
like jump through like portals. They were portals like in the mountains.
Oh my
In the
God.
snowy mountains.
So were
Killing
they
people.
like sharking through space, like just like amongst the stars?
They
you
didn't
see
show
shark
any
tails?
of that.
I
Just
love
the
that
sharks
you use
going
the
through
verb as a
portals.
verb, sharking. It's like it sounds like I could imagine like a newscaster being like, "There's a new craze. The kids they're calling it sharking, and it's taking California by storm."
Oh, please.
I like this if it's about a kid that. Oh well, I guess he can't be if
I
we're
think it
doing
would be
under
great
ice.
if he really likes to swim and he's like
Yeah.
lives in a polar climate. He's like in a polar bear club.
Oh,
where
is there still a boy that likes to swim?
Or could he be?
Oh, I thought that was where our jumping off point.
We're a shark movie.
Could he be like in an like live there? Could
Well, they
he
seem
be
to
an
go well.
Inuit kid? Like, could he be?
Sure.
Wait,
You know what
I
I
have
mean?
a question about
Maybe
the
he's
shark.
training for the Olympics
Maybe he's a whaler.
and he's racing
We
a
have
shark.
We have a shark question
yes.
over here.
Yeah, wait. So ice sharks as in they can swim through ice, or ice sharks as
They
in they
swim
swim under
under.
I
ice?
think they swim under
under.
ice.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
here.
I
Just
think
wanted
we
to get
should
that
try
straight,
Be
clarify.
grounded in reality.
Yeah, come on,
For at
Laura.
least the opening.
Keep it
Oh, yeah.
together, Laura.
Yes, so sorry. My apologies.
We'll take a turn for the awesome later.
Yes, we will.
So, I mean, sure, he could be a little Inuit boy.
Mm-hmm. Or
Maybe he's training for the Olympics. Maybe he's
I
just
think that
doing it
also-
for the love of swimming.
Does he
I
have
like
that
he loves
genetic
swimming.
disorder where he doesn't feel the cold?
That's a genetic disorder.
Yeah, there's some
Some
people.
people
He
have
could still
that.
die though, couldn't he? Like,
Probably.
But there are also people who
Probably.
can like
Probably
control
doesn't
their
feel
body
it.
temperature and
I
can
think
be
that
in
I
cold
want,
water really long.
I want
and
him
not
to
die.
like be affected
Yeah.
by the cold water though. Like I kind of want him to like
Suffer.
if we're gonna have him.
Yeah, maybe
like,
he builds it up.
I
He
want
builds it
him
up
to
gradually.
suffer.
He
Feel
builds
it.
it up gradually. The skill to be able to stay underwater.
Yeah, I
in
like
cold
the idea,
water.
like you were
He
saying, that
works
he's
at
like
it.
kind of not maybe a part of the polar bear club, but he's maybe his. I could just imagine the part of that community, like there's a lot of whalers, right? Like they actually eat.
Bob Marley is his dad. Sorry, continue.
That was terrible.
Eric, get closer to your mic.
I needed to take a break just for a couple seconds after that joke.
That's a thank. This is being generous, calling it a joke. Thank you.
I just alley-ooped that shit. Okay, so like it could be like a whaling community, which is like an excuse to get his dad out on the ice, sea,
Like
whatever.
an expedition.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is insensitive. I was thinking, like, what if his family has like a genetic problem with their weight, and he, like, is determined to be active and more in shape than his family?
feel like
Is that a weird thing?
I mean, it's a really I don't want to say weird, but it's a really unique like
Premise
like
or motivation?
Motivation.
Yeah, you're right. It's odd.
It's definitely odd where it's like my family is like gained a lot of weight, so I need to be. I don't
But
know.
if they're
I definitely don't want it to be insensitive.
no, and I would
Is there
worry
any
about
weird stereotypes where people think that is it Inuit people that we're talking about?
that. I mean, they
Well, no, they do eat blubber
They eat a lot
to
of
stay
fatty food and
to
things
stay
like that.
warm because they.
well,
but
if it's a stereotype, no, you should.
No. But
Okay.
but also the other thing is like there's not. I don't believe there is like a number of like overweight because like they do that because they are shivering and burning calories. Like they like the actual like cold like causes their bodies to need like to store up heat.
That sounds right. But let's also put a disclaimer that we're all just also talking.
No,
about
I'm a
racists.
scientist.
And let's veer away from this idea.
Okay, so what if his dad goes out on a whaling
Wait,
thing?
you guys, you're forgetting something.
Yes.
It's a shark movie, right?
Yeah.
We don't need a lot of plot.
No, we do need.
We do not
just
need a lot of
setup.
plot.
Summer.
Then you do
We need a
take over.
setup.
Take
No.
over.
I have got nothing to
Take
offer
over with some
other
action.
than a reminder.
If you say that's enough plot, take over with some action.
What? Come on.
what's our setup?
What's the first kill?
Yeah.
What's our setup?
What's our
The
setup?
boy is swimming in the cold.
What eats him?
And they're like,
No, he's our main character.
Oh, damn. Well,
I mean, that would
Dead.
really be a short movie.
Like he spends the whole time, like the whole movie, just preparing for the Olympics and building up his cold swimming abilities.
And the shark just says, nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
life happens.
Laura, what do you think?
Sucks.
What do you got?
Are you kidding?
Come
You're
on.
my shark.
You've seen, I'm sure, at least 2 Jurassic
What if-
Park movies. You could come up with a setup for us here. She's like, maybe they could engineer.
What if he is part of the
Yeah.
polar bear club and they keep picking him up? The sharks start picking him off one by one.
Oh,
So it's like-
It's a polar
shit.
bear club, surely.
So it's like whoever is in the last, like whoever is in last place, like starts getting picked off. Maybe not every time they go out swimming, but sometimes. They get
Wait,
it,
what
they
is
get it.
this?
Like a polar bear club is where like people go swimming
Yeah,
in
they all
like the
jump
cold
in.
water.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like
yeah.
But they
During the
jump in
winter
for a
times.
little bit and jump right out.
Yeah,
right?
but this is a long distance one. Maybe
that-
it's polar bears don't do that. Maybe this is like I don't know, an Arctic whale club.
Seal Club.
I feel
Seal
like,
Club.
You know what? I feel like it's got to be. I feel like because like I don't know much about the communities there, but like I feel like they have like a big thing is like whaling and like kind of like the import basically is the sort of like sea life and stuff like that.
Tourism, you mean?
No, I mean like the people that live there, like what they make how they eat, how they make like money and stuff like that.
Crabbing,
right?
maybe, perhaps a lot of
What?
crabbing. Perhaps a lot of crabbing.
Crabbing possibly.
I don't know.
But like whaling is the thing I've heard of. But I was also thinking like, what if like wherever they're living, sharks are starting to like break through the surface underneath them. and it's actually they're invading where they live.
The sharks are invading.
Yeah, I mean, and you know that the people don't really live on like sheets of ice. Like I know
I
they're
mean, if
actually
they
on
do,
land.
the sheets would be super, super thick, and sharks would have a hard time breaking through. But avalanche sharks has no qualms getting past
There's
that.
global
and saying
warming.
That's not a
Maybe the
hang-up.
ice is
I
melting.
mean, we could start like really topical with global warming.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what if global warming like melted off a giant like 2-mile chunk of ice, and then
I love
Like
it.
a whole town?
Like a
Yes.
whole town.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, Laura.
okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
the town is
Get
kind of
it,
stranded.
girl.
But they're still trying to function. Maybe there's like a Republican city council and they're like, this is not happening. We're going to business as usual.
This happens
Everything
every
is
year.
fine.
This happens every year.
Yeah, this is a cycle. The weather warms and it cools and we're going to be
It's
fine.
fucking fake news.
we migrate.
Yes.
controlling.
So
love it.
they're doing everything they can to keep us up a sense of normalcy.
Okay, but there's just like a little bit of that.
Maybe that also ties in that weird vibe that we were talking earlier about Fargo, where it's like everything is like super normal and weird, but
Oh,
then
so
there's also
maybe it is a little bit
gory
like dark comedy.
deaths.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
he's like
Like, how could people be looking past this? Yeah.
yeah. It was like it's kind of like, stay the course, sort of attitude, and
there's just
and now
sharks
he's got to
picking
deal
people
with being the
off?
mayor of a nomadic town because it's like literally moving.
Being terrorized by sharks.
I think the sharks don't come into it right. I think the first act is the trauma and terror of
No sharks in the first act?
No. Well, at the end of the first act.
Okay.
The first act, like the first conflict, is holy shit! Our whole neighborhood, our whole town is moving. It's moving, and you get a great like kind of act, like a shot you see in the trailer is the split, and you see people like screaming and people jumping, trying to jump over to the other side, and some people like grab on and like fall in the water, and they're like freezing and stuff, and you're like, I'm gonna see that movie.
There could be a shark attack right there.
Wait, what
Laura's
if the
got an idea.
sharks just made the thing break off? If they're breaking through the ice.
Well, we were saying that was kind of hard for them to
Yeah.
do, so that the global
Okay,
warming was
okay.
happening, and not to.
But
not to
we
Oh, no,
could
no,
find
stifle
out.
ideas because I
Well,
love
we
it.
find out
Hold on,
later
we
that
could
the
find out
sharks-
later in the movie that the sharks have
Evolved?
Maybe they've just
They're
like
evolving.
Yes.
Maybe they sense the weakness in the ice.
Yeah.
and then
they're
regulate
working
it.
in conjunction
Oh, there
with
we go.
global
There you go,
warming.
Laura.
But
Yeah.
we don't know just yet that.
That's revealed.
I'm not
We're
a
gonna find
shark
out later.
expert.
Because we see
I
a
was gonna
shark
say,
do it
kept me
later
from
again
burning.
and break their island. into
Maybe
smaller
there's one
pieces.
super smart shark that's like living in the like bottom depths and just like calling
Yes.
the shots.
This is like
He's the
How to
boss.
Train Your Dragon.
He's the boss shark.
Was there one in that? Yeah, I liked that movie.
I
better
know.
than
Boss.
that.
I
There
did
was a
like
boss
How to
dragon.
Train Your Dragon. I thought that was a really
Yeah.
cute, really good movie.
Yeah, we watched at least 2 of those.
I did not see the second one,
It was good.
but I not on purpose. I just
They're making a third.
There's a bunch. There's a TV
I need to see the
series, a
second one
Netflix
first.
series, I think.
Clearly.
yeah. So I love all this. It's
All right.
gold.
So now, so at least one person's been eaten by a shark. That's great.
Wait. Back
Wait,
up.
well,
When
how
did
did that happen?
When they were jumping across, somebody fell and he got eaten by a shark.
Can we have like the things split like in Doctor Dolittle when they come together and like it's like a tree that perfectly matches up? Have you
Wait.
ever seen the original Doctor Dolittle?
Yeah, I did a long time ago, and I really liked it as a
Yeah,
kid.
it's
I
great.
forgot that part though.
Eddie Murphy? That was a new one.
No, that
No.
was a new one.
The one, the
Older
original
Rex
one was
Harrington.
very good. Rex Harrington.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to like sound like I was
So surprised.
no.
Rex Harrington is
It
great.
sounded like I was patronizing you. I was like, very good. I didn't expect you to
Like
know
you were
that.
like you were
Why?
Henry Higgins.
yeah, it was. That was
You
very a
unpolished
very
swine.
Rex Harrington delivery. I was like, good job, Sean.
Jordan left up an article
Henry
about
Higgins.
My Fair Lady today at the library.
Who?
Jordan.
Was he reading about it?
Yeah. It wasn't like it was like about it, but not like about like the characters in it. So
Yeah.
it was like kind of delving into the inside of them, but it was off some other thing. But I really like My Fair Lady, so I read it.
I like My Fair Lady the movie as well.
It's one of my favorite musicals, probably.
We did in
I
high
wouldn't say it's
school.
my favorite, but I like it.
One of.
Did you do musicals in high school?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Cool.
Footloose.
Ooh.
My Fair Lady.
I like
Oh.
Footloose as a
Anything
musical.
goes. Yeah.
Oh,
and
Anything Goes.
what was the last one?
That's the one that's like, I get no kick from champagne. Right?
Yes. It's delightful. It's delicious. It's lovely.
that one.
Cole Porter wrote that. Yep.
We got a movie whiz over here. Does he know everything about movies?
No.
No?
What?
He knows a lot.
He knows many things about
Okay.
many movies.
He knows more than
Yeah.
us.
I was an actor for a long time, and I did.
And now you're a library assistant.
Yeah, now I'm a library assistant. Yep.
Living the
He's
dream.
studying for a role, and we just don't know it.
Yep, I'm getting meth.
Role of his lifetime.
Role of my lifetime.
The librarians.
That's already a thing.
I know. He's going to
Yeah.
be in it.
Oh,
See,
that's-
they're bringing
are
it
you
back.
gonna-
They're rebooting it.
No, they already have. It's a TV series. It's current.
I can't keep up with this shit.
It's ridiculous, but it's a TV show. It's real.
Where did we leave off? So
With the island being like Dr. Dolittle.
Okay.
And then I derailed
So
everybody.
they it splits. People are crying. People are screaming. People are jumping. Some make it. Some don't. Some families get split, and then we can follow some that are like stay behind, and they're like trying to radio them. Like we got the people on the
Oh, yes.
outskirts. Like we need help. We need to get this town back.
I mean, I think if
they
there's...
need some sort of help.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think they're,
They're
going
like
to
the
lose
B-plot.
contact. I don't think they're going to be moving so fast that, like, you won't be able to get some sort of contact with the mainland.
Yeah,
through
but then maybe the
boats
mist
or-
falls.
Yeah, I like the mist idea. I want it to be a issue.
The mist falls.
I want it to be a
Oh.
conflict. But it could happen at night, and it could be harder to locate. And like, I kind of want it to be an issue that they need, like people on the mainland, to be like, we need help. We need like send a chopper out. Maybe that would make it too easy to find them. But
Well, you can't fly a chopper when it's so misty out. How would you
there
see
you go, mist.
it? Mist. A creepy mist
It's a bunch of
befalls
sharks
the
going.
island. Rolls in over the night, and then in the morning they wake up and the island's disappeared.
Well,
Because
you know where
global
that
warming.
mist
It's what
came
made
from.
them shift apart too. Just got too hot.
Right? Yeah.
And now
Okay.
it's misty. It's steamy. Oh, actually,
forward
yeah. Let's go
then.
back.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where we
Sean's
are.
convinced
It's
enough.
fine. There's some holes there. Everyone's
fine.
shark. I'm just trying to be in the mindset of an avalanche
Is
shark
this the
rider.
first movie we've written with holes or with holes?
Yeah, I think so.
None of our
Normally, I
others.
don't let us move on.
None of our others have holes.
Normally, I don't let us
We
move
pause
on.
the podcast and then we write different drafts and we figure it out.
Very thorough.
Never.
Very thorough.
So the mist, and then what? Some people like go out to the edges to look around, try and
I
figure out
think
what the
the
hell's
Polar
going
Bear
on.
Club is still trying to have their,
Polar
regular
Bear Club.
activities. So now they're just like swimming off the
That
edge
is
of the thing.
irresponsible.
Where are the Polar Bear Club? Are they on the
Yeah,
The mainland or
they're
the
on the
island?
flow.
So
Oh,
they
that's
feel like
just
they
stupid.
should be the ones. Okay, here's how we work the Polar Bear Club in. Like
They're trained. They
They're
can
like,
go explore.
we can try to explore out. We could try to swim to the thing.
But
That's
they're-
really fucking dangerous.
Yeah, their island home is moving to who knows where, and they're swimming away from it. To
Yeah.
what?
It's okay. So do you want the sharks to go onto the land?
Well, I want them to be surrounding them. And now that they're a
Yeah.
floating land, the sharks can be underneath.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll just hear tap.
Okay, so now we need to get people into the
one
water.
shark
Who's
maybe-
gonna go into the water?
We need like
with
a
his tail and its head.
mission.
It'll
Yeah.
be like a beat.
They try to send a boat out.
What? I'm
To-
sorry. We're having two different
Sorry.
conversations. I don't know which one to follow.
Follow Summer.
Okay.
They try to send a boat out to save some people that have to get off the island.
That's the first shark attack.
Okay, so
and that's
there-
the first shark.
so
The
there's-
sharks are just circling the island, waiting for people to leave, and they're picking them off.
So there's people
There's
who try
tons
to
of
leave
sharks.
the island to go back to the mainland because they're sick, and they leave in a little dinghy
Yeah.
or rowboat, and the whole thing just gets eaten
Yeah.
by a shark, and they're
I
Just
like that.
And it's like
I
I
6
kind
to
of want
8
that
people.
to be. I kind of want that to happen out of nowhere. I don't want to even allude to the sharks yet.
Yeah.
I want them to be like, okay, shit, we're in a shitty situation. Let's send the boat.
the weakest
The-
back.
It's
get
going to be
medical
misty,
attention.
but we'll
And-
figure it out.
And they do, and they're like, and you're just watching a shot of the boat, like, and they're still pretty close to the little floating island, and a shark just comes up and swallows like half the boat and them whole, and you're like,
What if
oh
you
my god,
delayed that and it didn't happen until you were in the mist and the audience knows, but the island doesn't know?
That's an even better.
And then we
idea.
still get kill opportunities.
can we the audience
Because
see
they
it,
have
or do
to
you want to
go-
not see it?
No,
I
the
could go
audience
either
should
way.
see it. It's more fun if the audience sees it.
Yeah, it gives
But
the audience something to watch.
The Islanders don't.
Yeah,
the
because then
Islanders
they
don't.
don't
You're
come
right,
back
you're
and they're
right.
like, what the fuck? And then they
Yeah.
send more people out, and then they
Yeah,
get
but before that
Oh,
happens,
that's-
some other people go out, I think.
That's good.
And they
You're
get
right.
killed in the mist, right?
You're right. Yep.
I'm always right, Eric.
You're not
That's
always
the
right. I've heard you say
mainland.
things where I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
she's-
I've won some good debates.
She comes home and says, Eric was so wrong about this today.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Sometimes, yeah.
We debate so much at the library.
Oh, wait, no. I thought we were joking, but you're
No,
serious,
she's
aren't you?
serious. I'm serious.
Our
What did she
debates.
say that I was wrong about?
Time travel.
You said you liked my idea!
No, that idea is perfectly fine, but you're
Okay.
wrong that time travel is stupid.
Oh,
There have been other things.
I don't
too,
know if
just
I
can't
said.
remember.
Yeah, I don't
know if I
remember
said
either.
stupid, but I definitely don't like time travel stories.
And you're wrong.
I find them kind of like tedious, and I lose interest.
He said
I was like, this might as well be about World War II.
challenged me to find, 7 good time travel things?
Like my nightmare
That
of a
was not
story to
hard.
read was like, we've traveled back in time to World War II. I was like, tell me they're gonna go somewhere else. All right.
I could see that. Anyway, sharks are killing people.
So you're right. That's much better. We see the shark
You're welcome.
attack the boat
I think that was
out of nowhere.
Laura's idea, wasn't it? Or was it Summer's?
It was Summer.
Oh, Summer's
think.
idea. Okay, I don't remember. I just knew it wasn't mine. I felt like Eric was giving me credit.
No. I was just like, I was asking if you agree that it's like that's what's happening.
Definitely.
Because in this boat here, you're the captain.
I'm the captain.
Uh-oh. You sound like Andre the Giant. So you're poor
I'm the
James.
captain. No, that was Arnold. I can't do either of them.
He's like, his was like, wait, I got to do the.
No, that's not it either.
It's kind of it.
Anybody want a peanut?
That was much better.
That's not very good. I'm sorry.
That was
You
like a mix of like Charlie Brown's parents and
He's got like a. It's like
It's too deep for a normal human
it's
to
too deep
produce.
for a normal human, but he's got like a voice inside his voice. Like it
Yeah.
sounds weird.
oh, he was a wonderful man though.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. R.I.P. Andre. So the people on the little floaty town don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
We see it, and so they're like still waiting. So what's the next thing that happens?
I feel like something needs to be happening on the island too,
Uh-huh.
besides the sharks.
You're right.
But something kind of that also makes them wonder if they're like what it is.
What if it's a people like a sort of like a small time crime family who decides to take advantage of what's happening.
I
and
like
they
that.
start looting in the confusion.
I
or
love this.
pulling random heists.
Yes.
And then there's like, what the hell? Is this like, was this caused by people who wanted to do this? Is this a diversion?
Oh,
Is this sharks?
yeah.
What is happening?
They're just opportunists, though, right?
Yeah, sort of in like
Yeah.
Blinded by the Light.
That's a throwback. That's a callback to one of the other movies that we wrote.
Where there was an eclipse and these people planned a heist for the
Oh,
eclipse.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
While everybody's
perfect
looking
cover.
up, they're taking Wallace.
The jewels.
We have fun here.
So yeah, how about that?
I love it. I fucking love it.
Does that complicate things too much? That
No,
seems
because
like
it gives the
a
story
lot.
somewhere to
No?
go. Because we,
Okay.
so far, we're like, all right, they got eaten first. So what do we do now?
Well, so eventually people aren't going to want to leave the island, but I think we need something to force them off the island.
yeah, I
right?
mean, it's gonna be the
yes.
sharks. isn't it?
Eventually they're going to learn. So what's going to they're going to worry for a while because people should be back by now, right?
Right.
Like the healthy people that took the sick people
Yes.
said they'd be back in however many hours
Yes.
and they're not there.
Yeah,
Are we keeping it reality or is it
At this
supernatural?
point, it doesn't need to be.
we're trying to be
Yeah.
like naturalistic,
Natural. Okay.
but it doesn't have to be reality.
Gotcha.
It's like in this world, I guess this could happen.
I mean, I think
maybe
there
like
should
a
be
boat,
like a
half a boat washes back to
there
shore.
you go. There you
There
go,
we go.
Summer.
All right.
either that
Aaron,
or
you
they
all,
see
come on.
either that or
What
they
if one of the people like is like on the sorry?
either that or they see a shark attack. One just picks somebody off of a shoreline, or they see a boat. But debris is a good idea too.
Well, maybe we
Debris
could
with
have
one-
like one shark attack, and then they wonder like, "Uh-oh, shit, is it safe? Is it okay?" And then we have
Then they see
like
the
something,
debris.
yeah, it comes back.
Yeah, or
and
a
then
leg
it's
in
oh
a
shit,
boat.
Could it
no
be-
one made it,
could it
and then
be-
like
could
all
it
this
be
stuff just starts coming in.
One person on the debris, like half dead,
Yeah.
and like
Absolutely.
frozen over, and they're like
Oh yeah, I forgot it's cold.
Sharks! It was sharks.
Sean Arasha is gonna play the part.
Does the audience know, besides what they saw of the shark eating the boat, that there are other sharks?
I think they should maybe see him swimming around.
A little bit? Okay.
Like an aerial shot, like a bird's eye view, and you see the silhouette underneath the water.
So is this a bad shark movie? Like, we're not trying to
I
make
think
it
we
high
need
and
to jump the
classy.
shark at some point.
Yeah, we gotta like get into ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta check.
So maybe now's the time where like now we see that and they hold a city council meeting and they're
And
like,
it's just such
what
an
are we gonna do about
maybe
the
it's
sharks?
like an absurd amount of debris.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Just like
it's
just
crazy.
They have to vote
ridiculous.
people to fight the sharks. you know?
Maybe this is too much, but maybe they even see some debris that they recognize from the mainland, and they're like, oh man, sharks are even like getting onto the mainland somehow, maybe through the rivers.
So we can't go back?
or something like that. So maybe they don't know what's going on, and then they're like, they're gonna come on here.
What if to complicate things? I like that. But in addition to that possibility, this doesn't have to like negate that. What if to complicate things more, something happens with their food supply? So like it forces them to have to think about like fishing.
Nobody will import to them because it's a moving.
I
Well,
mean,
no,
it could
not
just
that,
it
not
could
that,
just
Joe,
it
I'm
could
just
just run out.
Like that's what I was saying.
They've
It's like-
had
it's
a
like-
certain amount,
It's
and
like
now
they would
it's run
the
out.
chunk of land that they got torn off from only had a certain amount of food and they're running low, or the amount of food that was there got like broken off or something like that, or like.
Could
Yeah.
anybody have killed a shark and was eating it, and then I don't know, karma payback?
I was kind of thinking of around the lines of like, do they have to kill a shark just for food? Like maybe that's the thing. It's like not so much as like they actually have to fight a shark now just to survive to
Yeah.
have something to eat.
Maybe.
I like that.
That could
So how about we
happen.
do that, and then while they're or just sort of in this same area, while they're having their city council meeting, trying to figure out what to do. That's when we go into the world of the sharks, and they go down and have
Monster
their little
Vision!
city council
Monster
meeting.
Vision.
I like
With
Monster Vision.
yeah, totally. With,
Wait a second.
with
Wait a
the
second.
big head honcho, and he's like trying to decide what to do.
Wait a
and-
second. Wait a second. Wait.
And then he brainwaves directions to them so that he can like sort of use
Are
them
there
as,
subtitles?
as drones a little bit.
Are there subtitles
or
for us?
accents.
Yeah, I think they just speak.
But what do sharks sound like?
Eric, are you gonna shut this down?
I don't know. I don't know
Well, do you
yet.
think there should be
Or
subtitles
do I have
instead?
to?
I don't know if I mean like.
You don't think there should be any kind of evil shark council?
I really don't.
That really turns it into a Pixar movie.
I mean, it really does, and it makes
No, it's
them,
not going to be animated. These are going to be live sharks.
I know, but it makes them almost cute now. And less
No,
of a
no,
threat.
they're not going to be cute. They're going to be ferocious.
But now
These are going to be some scary
now I
ass
feel
sharks.
like I feel like we're in a boardroom meeting with the sharks.
It could be like Pan's Labyrinth monsters, you know? The kind of
Okay.
Different type of sea creature monsters
Laura's
and stuff like
kind
that.
of swaying me because I gotta admit, like through that angle, that prism, if you're now gonna tell me that like we thought, okay, just hear me out. We thought we were going into a straight up just shark movie, like a trashy Meg movie or something like that. But then you go in and you find out that we're not really dealing with sharks. We're actually dealing with some sort of like mythical, like
And the mythical
Other-
creatures also bringing the mist and broke the island apart.
Yes.
And is talking to the sharks. All
Yes.
It all
right.
comes together.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
I can be sold on a
Yes.
shark council then.
yes.
I think the sharks are just part of the
Yeah.
council, and like they're a delegation or whatever, and
No,
they're the ones that go out and hunt. But the other monsters are, maybe
Okay.
the more smart ones who are
We're
planning
like-
things.
That stay
We're
in the dark.
She just
The
had a
planners.
great maneuver of that, and you're like, yeah, but can they be more like sharks in business suits?
No, what's they
my
maybe have a
gosh.
desk.
I want them to be then like
lectern.
like weird like creatures that
So
are
wait,
shark.
are there no sharks in our movie anymore?
There can be
There's
a shark that
absolutely
starts.
sharks.
One shark. You're giving me one shark in this movie?
No, there's a bunch of shark like little lackeys.
Thank you.
Fine lackeys, but the sharks
Thank you.
aren't
But
like
they're not
talking.
wearing business suits.
They don't need to talk.
Yeah,
But
they're
you
not
as long
can
talking.
as-
have other sea creatures that are talking that are like
Controlling them, right?
that are like basically like god, yeah, like underwater god.
I want them all to have scars on their left side. That's their like gang tats.
Oh, for like each
What?
person.
But
they
God.
what do they
Hell?
look like? Do they look like the people in like The Shape of Water or whatever? Like
Kind
that?
of, but they're
I
like
didn't see that one yet.
But like
I
I
didn't see that
imagine
either.
I didn't see the
creepier,
cover.
grosser,
Oh, on the
scarier,
previous
a bit bigger.
webbed hands.
Definitely webbed hands, probably webbed feet.
Yeah.
Web,
All right. So there's some sort of cool sea creature telling the sharks.
very Del
these people.
Toro-y.
Yes.
So what
Yeah.
is their motive for doing all this?
Well, they have some sort of ancient, like, Nazgul type language, and we will have subtitles.
Okay.
They're worried about global warming. They want ice for their drinks. So they need to take this big...
I was like, with you.
You pointed out, you
And then-
clicked at me too soon.
And then you're like, they want ice for their drinks, and I was like,
They want to hoard all the ice because they're worried about global warming too.
there you go.
But how are they going to keep the ice?
They're maybe
Baby.
they're intentionally making breaking off chunks of ice and making them dangers to people, so that people start to care more about global warming because they're like interrupting shipping routes that are traveling
good
across the
idea.
ocean.
Yeah, I
Or
like
they
that.
were woken up.
Oh,
And they now are the hunters, and everyone
That
else
has
is prey.
definitely been a
Maybe.
plot of other shark movies that we've
Just
seen.
a few.
Global warming wakes them up, and then there's mega sharks or something. I think.
Yeah.
but that might
come up
be
through
the
the
plot of
sand.
Meg. I don't know. I
That
haven't
might be
seen it.
something.
Is that
I'm
the
not
what
sure.
Lava
Probably
Lantula
is.
made?
Maybe that was lava lantula. I'm not sure.
Lava Lantula. Wait, can I side
Was that the? Yeah.
detour?
Yeah.
Was it a tarantula made out of
I
lava?
don't remember.
It was lava-born tarantulas that were the size of your car.
Ew.
And they were fireproof and they breathed fire, and that's
But they
about
weren't
it.
made. They were still like hairy.
Yeah, still big, hairy, giant tarantulas, but
they
like
breathe
car-sized.
fire. That's amazing.
I am. a
And
bit
they cracked out of the
arachnophobic, so-
earth where the lava was, and I think it was in LA or something.
Can I
that
ask
took place.
how the special effects were?
Oh,
Mediocre.
yeah.
Lava
best.
didn't come from a volcano. They
I
just
don't
broke
think so.
the
I'm
earth.
pretty sure like the earth just started to crack because there was a seismic shift or
Oh,
like,
of course.
you know,
That could happen.
something
What if
bullshitty in
these
science.
creatures are just very pragmatic and they think humans are ruining the earth? We're gonna ruin the humans. Kill as many humans as we can, and we'll save the
and
earth.
it's a global attack.
Is
now.
that the end, or are you gonna throw so that we can have ice in our drinks?
No, that was the end.
Okay.
That was my alternate.
I was like,
that was
I'm
my
not gonna-
alternate pitch.
Okay, great. This is great.
Is it a global attack coming from like all like sources?
I think this is the start.
I mean, I feel like we've used that before in a movie where like we focus on this the whole time, and then you find out at the end that it's been actually a global thing.
Yeah.
So we could do that again, or
Ooh, I kinda
this
dig
could
that.
actually be like a starting point, and they're just
And then we
gonna
have
try to spread
then we have
from there.
Cloverfield 2 or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of what I was thinking when you were saying that, but I like that. It was like, you think, like how the first Cloverfield movie is like, this is just the first
An
attack.
isolated event. Yeah.
And this is sort of like that, but it's waterborne. And
We could
something
build
about,
on
like,
that.
I love the water. I'm always interested in, like, marine life. I also think that it's creepiest when you think of a big creature lurking underneath the water. There's something scary about that.
because it's the unknown.
It's the unknown, and also like there's like something just like kind of existentially terrifying of just like an abyss that's just so deep and you're so small. Even if like this, you don't see anything there, just like the visual of that is terrifying to me.
And if it's night out, and you can't
Yeah.
see anything, and just water. Yeah.
Yeah,
Night
it's-
fishing is creepy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went night fishing in Canada. It was really fun.
But was it creepy?
Yeah. It's really dark.
A little bit. It gets really dark.
Is it
Are you
just-
in the
is it
sheds?
just-
No,
No, like in a boat on
Oh.
a lake with like little tiny boat lights that barely identify where you are probably.
Oh, yeah. That's creepy. We should add that.
Yeah, then you turn it off when you fish and then it's really dark
Oh.
and scary.
That could be added.
Right?
maybe the
That could be like the first victim we know
Yeah.
about.
what if the sharks are
Early in the
mostly
wee
active during
hours.
the day, and then you have to try to go out like at
Night fishing?
to
To get food? Yeah, you could.
Oh.
fish or something.
I think we
Sharks
should-
don't sleep, do they, though?
They
I
do
think,
sleep. They do
yeah,
sleep
they
because
have a portion of their brain
they
that
can only move
turn-
forward, but
yeah.
they float when they sleep. They're swimming forward when they
They
sleep.
may like turn half their brain off at a time. One of those guys.
Oh, really?
There's
That's so
some.
cool.
There's some animals that.
So
do
can we
that.
see like mutated, like weird monster sea creatures then start to like attack?
Would they attack the sharks or the people or both?
I think
people,
they'll
I think.
attack the people, and only after the people kill a shark.
Oh,
Maybe.
oh, okay. I'm kind of stealing
Or
this
what
from
about
John
that?
Carpenter's The Thing. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
So then it's going to make it sound even more original when I say it right now. So they kill a shark. They manage to kill a shark, and they're like, "Yay!" And they pull the shark onto their thing, and they're gonna like prepare it. So they're gonna cut it open. But what we think is just a normal shark is actually one of these like creatures. And as they cut into it, it opens up and like chomps them. like the side of their body
It's getting
actually
very Stephen King. I like it.
opens up. Well, I'm kind of stealing this from The Thing because they're operating on a guy, and because The Thing can look like anybody, and his rib cage opens up like a mouth, and it eats their hands.
I like that idea. If you want to do something alternate that's not the same,
That
as
it's not
something else,
ripping off.
we could potentially do like, since I don't know, did you like the idea where they were sort of being controlled by the other creatures?
Yeah.
They could open it up and it could be like weirdly empty inside.
Oh, that's so
like
much
it
better.
doesn't have a brain.
I
It's
lo-
almost like
oh.
a shell of something, and then
Oh, that's so good.
I'm like, what the
Yeah, I
fuck?
could do that. Definitely.
Does it have anything? I mean, I guess they could eat the outside, but it was like, but they're like, that's
Shark fin soup.
That's way creepier. I like that. And also, we don't even have to tease out the stuff where we go underwater and know that yet, because then if we don't know that yet,
That's the first creepy.
that's the
inkling
first
of,
creepy
what the
angle.
hell-
It's like,
Yeah.
I thought we were seeing like a movie like The Meg, and you're like, shh, I'm trying to pay attention.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I love that. I love
right.
that.
So the sharks are bad. They can't eat the sharks, and they've run out of food.
Yeah.
Or maybe
And
some
we
of
don't
them
know
try
there's a
to eat
creature
that
down
shark
there
out
yet.
of just desperation, and they're getting sick and vomiting.
Or
Okay.
when they eat that shark meat, then they're able to be controlled by the other things.
So they start. Oh, what if some people like their eyes start going black like a shark's, and they start like they can't breathe, and then they're like all of a sudden they're like, and they're spitting up blood, and all of a sudden you just see like
Gills.
gills pop from their necks. Is that too much?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's
It
too
might
much.
be. Yeah.
We're really going far now. So all right,
Rein
ignore
it
that.
in. Rein it in.
Rein it in. Pull back.
Just a
pull
little
back.
bit.
Okay.
Just a tad.
All right. So that doesn't happen. Maybe they get sick. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't even eat the shark. But
Yeah.
they're
I
like,
think they don't eat it. I think they're not desperate enough
so what?
yet.
So okay. So that's okay. That's good.
Right.
Well, what? Keep that. I want the empathy.
So
shark.
we're assuming also that this is happening before we meet the sea creatures.
Yes.
So now we kind of are
We
gonna
jumped the shark a little
get
bit.
that glimpse into their world. Right.
What if we have a? I can only describe this as a reverse fishing scene. What if all of a sudden, like, they're like a fish or like one, like you see like a lone person, kind of like we meet this character at some portion during the movie, and he's kind of an outcast in their own little group. Like he's a bit of a like recluse. He's a bit of an outsider, bit of a weirdo, and you feel a little bit bad for him. And he's kind of like just combing the outskirts of like the edge, and he's kind of like throwing stuff into the water, and all of a sudden like a fish like jumps up and like lands on the side of the thing, and he's like hungry like all of them, and he's like looking around, and like then he like goes and picks it up, and then another one lands on the side.
Like a little closer to the edge.
No.
Okay.
Another one lands on the side, and he like runs over and grabs that, and then like I had two options. He like, and then like maybe a third, and as he grabs that, we just see that like we notice that it's not a fish. It's like one of those sea creatures that has like a fake thing, like that looks like
an anglerfish.
like an anglerfish, but it's like a thing, and it's like the thing's tongue, and it pulls him off the side of the thing, and you hear him scream, and so it's sort of like a fish fishing for humans. Do you know what I mean?
I like that idea. I thought you were gonna go with he throws one fish on, and then he picks it up, and then he throws one on and it's a little bit closer to the edge, and then he throws one more and it's really close to the edge, and he picks it up, and then the shark is able to get him off of the edge.
I was thinking that. I wasn't thinking that, but I know that's where you're. I was thinking that's a possibility, but I was wondering if I could do it in a way where it's like he's not getting closer, because then you're like, okay, he's gonna. But like I was thinking maybe he runs over to one and he could slip on the ice and slip and fall in, and there's just a shark waiting, and it opens its mouth and he slides in. I kind of like that.
Two things.
How big do you want to make it, though?
I don't know. How big is too big?
The shark?
No. Like
The sea creature.
The ridiculousness.
Monster.
the ridiculousness.
I want to be as ridiculous as we can. I was saying, number one, we haven't developed a single character.
Nope.
And number two, we need our movie to climax
Ensemble
soon.
cast.
We're kind of speaking in generalities because we got a big cast, and that's fine. I don't think we.
All right, can the Rock be in there?
Sure.
And who's going to play the little boy? Is
Kevin
there still a
Hart.
little boy? Oh, the Kevin Hart should play the little boy. Yes.
No.
What's wrong with Kevin Hart?
No, you know who can play the little boy? The kid from Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yes, the little rapping kiwi.
He's so cute.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's in Deadpool too.
Oh, is he?
He's kind of like the chubby kid.
yes.
He's older. I mean that.
He's a bit older,
Sure.
but like he's kind of youthful looking.
Does he get eaten by a shark?
No, I think he's got to be our hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
because he's
What was
a
his
little
name
off.
in Hunt for the Wilder People?
I forgot. Ricky Baker.
Ricky.
Ricky Baker. I love.
Yeah,
have you
Summer, you
seen
gotta
Hunt
watch
for-
that one.
Oh, it's so
Okay.
good.
Yeah. It's by the same people who did.
What we see in shadows.
Yeah.
Oh,
What we
okay.
do in shadows.
What we did in the shadows. There is a not to derail, but there's a joke where he's like looking for Sam Neill's character, and he says you're Caucasian. Well, it's a good thing. Because like they don't know what they're looking for because clearly you're white. But yeah, so I'm all for him being our kid.
And The Rock is like maybe.
One of the
He's a sheriff in charge of something or
yeah,
another,
he's the
concerned about
sort of
safety.
sheriff of this podunk
He's,
town.
I was gonna
he's
say
the one
either that or he
like
could
the
be like
only
the
one maybe
science
that
teacher.
got sucked up.
The
in some way
science
with-
teacher.
Like a science teacher who like
He's the
kind
dork.
of has his head on straight and knows like.
He gets picked on a lot by the mayor and people
Yeah.
because he's a dork
Mm-hmm.
and he wears glasses.
And the mayor.
But he's the Rock.
But he's the Rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wearing a lab coat.
He's just that gentle
Okay.
giant.
Exactly.
Who do you think should play the mayor?
Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah, he'd be good.
I mean,
But no, somebody else.
he does not look very
Wait,
ethnic.
More like mob
Well,
boss.
does he need to be ethnic?
I guess he doesn't. I guess not. I just thought this was like a fishing village, but anywho,
Yeah, it's some. Yeah. Some place cold.
anywho.
All right.
Yeah, wait.
The land
somebody
breaks
else,
off. At
somebody
this
else
point,
is-
like it doesn't have to
So
be
now we got
ice
some
or
characters
easily
I'm happy.
broken.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Now we need to get.
We also have the
this
characters that
movie
are like the
moving.
thieves.
We need to climb it. Oh yeah.
Wait, we have no women in this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So maybe our gang
Mayor.
of thieves is the women.
Okay, I'm done with that.
I forgot about
So
that
are we
plot.
okay
We
with
don't even
all the
need that
women
plot.
being like
Scoundrels.
scoundrels? Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was a more normal town.
I did too. But we also
Because how do we
did
have
introduce
like
the
a
scoundrels.
crime thing or what's this whole crime
That was a
syndicate?
subplot where they were taking
In
advantage.
a small fishing village?
Yeah, where
Okay.
they were taking advantage of this.
But that was like
event.
3 plots ago.
This is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got enough driving force now that we don't need that plot. Like we've got enough weird,
Maybe.
spooky.
Well, why don't we kill them off then?
Okay.
Okay.
They can be cannon fodder.
Maybe they're trying to steal something.
Yeah.
Out of there's like a. What if there's a lake in the somewhere on our island or a pond or something that
Right.
just open up to the bottom now,
Ooh.
and no one wants to go near that area, and they start raiding cabins around the lake
Yeah.
and get eaten
Yeah.
by sharks or other creatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see an evolution too of the creatures like that we see, and we're like, oh, it gets weirder and weirder, maybe.
I want to see them coming up through the middle of the town then, though, through the lake.
that's
Yeah.
the third
yeah,
act.
I feel like
That's the
something's
climax.
burrowing
That's
up
how it
through.
is.
Yeah.
There's like
That's the
giant
thing.
shrimp digging up through the soil.
Oh,
that are
that's
gonna
good and
come up.
creepy. I think that we, in the third act, near the end, all this creepy shit happens. The guy gets reverse fished, which is
There's a giant
term I want to coin
anglerfish.
now. An anglerfish type
You
thing.
should call it shifting.
Shiffing. I like it. There's no. The kids are calling it shiffing. And a bunch of shit escalates, and then they finally think, like, The Rock's like, excuse me, Mr. Bear. Like, he's doing a real nerd voice in this movie. And he's like, if we, calculate the whatever towards this, we'll direct our glacier bit towards something. And he's right. And they do, and they start to see the edge, and like there's a whole village of like, hey, over here, and they're like getting closer, and
Wait,
that's
so they're like coming upon land? Is
Yes.
that what you're saying? Okay.
and that's when shit hits the fan, because that's when the middle of the ice.
And as it comes out, the last shot could be the islanders or the people on land now seeing this thing like reach closer and closer to get them, or like they know they're next. And then
Oh, I thought you were
touch
gonna.
blood.
Wait, can you
I'm confused.
elaborate? Because I'm confused.
Oh, so like the islanders are gonna get eaten by whatever is in the middle coming up out of the island, right?
Yeah,
burrowing
yeah.
out.
Like the main thing that's controlling all this shit.
It could be. I kind of had this
Like the
image.
boss.
But I want to see that what you want to
Okay.
say.
Oh, I don't know exactly, but just like whatever the monster is gets the islanders, and then as they're
The ones that are on the floating one.
yeah, the floating one. As the floating one gets closer to land where all the people saw it, they just see something on it, like getting nearer and nearer to them.
Oh, and that's how it ends. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So we're seeing like from the perspective of the people on land, thinking that the
Yeah.
island is finally coming back, but then it's
Yeah.
like this big.
Yeah.
And they've like
That's pretty
they've
freaking
prepared
great.
for the island to be coming. Like they thought this trajectory was going to happen, so they were there to like receive them, so they wouldn't like crash in too
Oh.
hard
Yeah.
or something. And they
Who
think,
did
yeah,
that?
this is gonna
Who
work
did
out.
the nerdy scientist Rock
Yeah,
contact
he
the
somehow
land, and
figured out
he's
how
the
to-
one that told them?
Yeah, he
Maybe
somehow
he
figured
got
that.
phone.
Yeah, like we think
A nice phone.
And
we think good things are going to happen. He's like almost saved the day, and then that thing
Yes.
comes up.
And he's the first one, and like a sort of like scythe, like a piranha, like a claw, like a poof, right through his rippling torso. And you're like, if the Rock is a goner, what fucking hope do we have? But I was thinking along the same lines. I was thinking that like we see the crack in the middle, but we see them so focused on the outskirts. They're so excited. They just can't hide it. And then we're like, oh shit. And we see the sort of like the dark silhouette of just this ominous thing underneath them. And then I was
And
saying that we cut to the viewpoint from the people on the rim of the outside, like that are like waving them to come in. The people waiting
Mainland.
for the mainland people. Thank you. And you just see sort of like through the fog this enormous thing, and they're all screaming like, "What happened?" And you just see the silhouette of this enormous thing, like
I think it's webbed fingers.
webbed
Yeah.
fingers, and you just see it like its mouth open up towards the sky and like
Like
and it,
Godzilla?
not like it's not as big as Godzilla. Definitely, it wants to be able to fit on the glacier.
I'm
I
thinking
think.
like almost like octopus arms, like
Oh, right.
malleable as an octopus.
Or sort of like
but
at Mount
monstery.
almost like a combination of all this different marine like an underwater god, like a what's the
Kraken?
like a kraken, like a
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Cthulhu,
Yeah,
like
that
a
one.
Cthulhu type Lovecraftian creature. Do you know Cthulhu?
It
He's
sounds
kind
so
of got the head of an
familiar.
octopus and like wings and like
like a tentacle mouth.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't
Thing
remember that
going
one. Oh, yes, I do know.
Yeah, it's spelled all crazy.
but we don't. I don't want it to be like the end is like, oh, it was Cthulhu. Like we definitely. I want it to be its own thing.
I'm
But,
picturing more like that other underwater animal that's a Xyotl. Starts with an X. Xaotl.
what does it look like?
I'll show you.
Most
it's not
of the
going to help
time,
our
I've been
listeners.
picturing the creature from the Black Lagoon, and I just realized that a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so does he have just like arms
when
and legs?
you said when you just had like webbed feet and toes.
Yeah, I guess
That was
we
the
did.
picture that
I guess,
came into
you know
my
what?
mind.
That's not
That
fair
is-
because we did set that up early on. But I actually was thinking originally I was thinking green and sort of like typical, but I was like now I'm kind of thinking like a fleshy red, like an angry red kind of color. You're not
Yeah, maybe
expecting,
he
and it
changed
kind of
his color.
pops.
It's a little cute.
I want like mauve.
Oh,
like
no, he's so
octopus.
cute.
He's so cute, but you could like gross him out and make him
Oh,
like
yeah.
a combination of a bunch of
But
sea
he's like the
creatures.
cutest underwater creature I've ever
I
seen.
know he's
It's like
cute.
the snakes that have the neck that pops out, and then all of a sudden they get teeth, little lizards
Oh yeah.
from holes.
So everybody dies,
Yeah.
right? Is that what
Yeah,
happens?
everyone
Yeah.
on the
Everybody on the
dies.
island dies.
Big monster.
and
And
then
the
we
people are
set it up
horrified
for a sequel, right?
As the
Yes.
thing comes closer and closer to them.
Wait,
go.
can the end be where this monster is coming out, but the mist is still kind of around the floating island?
Yeah.
So you just see it like a tsunami, like things start getting pulled back and the monsters start
Ooh.
rising. So only the people that are around the rim like see it, but they're all just like terrified.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like
Yeah.
the tsunami effect.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
this is
Oh
all
my
gold.
God! Look at what has been beneath us all along.
The titular line.
Yes.
And who's the cameo that has it at the end?
The
Ben
rock
Stein.
already died, right?
Ben Stein can't deliver that. We want Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, better. Or Gilbert Gottfried, he could do it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Great title. What's the tagline? Beneath
Wait,
Us.
didn't we have that? That was the first
Yeah.
thing we said.
Oh,
But I don't
Beneath
remember what it was.
No, beneath us is
Beneath
the
Us
title.
is the title.
No, there was a
But
tagline.
there was a
before
tagline
that.
in the beginning. I was like, "That's the tagline."
Uh-huh.
And then when somebody said "Beneath Us," I was like, "That's the title."
Yep, I don't remember what that
Oh.
tagline was though.
Nope. There's no way for us to know until we hear the episode.
Well,
You can just dub that in later.
That's okay.
Tagline is.
I'm not going to do that.
All right.
Sorry.
It feels like it wants to be like one of those '90s posters. Like it seems like it's like floating towards extinction. Blah blah. Like 90,000 feet below or something. And it's like they were their only hope. I don't know what I'm saying.
Is that going to be the poster you're going to do?
Yeah, I guess.
There were some gripes about your last poster because you ripped it off, I guess.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. That Guinness thing.
The
that
Guinness turtle.
ad.
The Guinness turtle. I grabbed a turtle from the internet.
That's funny. It's from a Guinness ad.
Yeah, well, I grabbed. I was like, I need a turtle that looks like a pub thing. So listen.
I didn't gripe about it though. I just said I know that turtle. And then I said it looks like a Guinness ad, and then I looked it up.
You said Eric stole that from your Guinness ad.
Well, I didn't say I drew the turtle. I was like, I grabbed a turtle. And it was like I was through Pinterest, and I was like, this is a good turtle. And then I used
I know you don't draw any of it. You just take the pictures and you put them together.
Yeah.
But I saw it and I said,
Takes a long
that
time,
looks like
guys.
a Guinness ad. And then I had to look it up, and I said, that is a Guinness ad.
Okay.
Because it's on the side of
It was. I know it was an
Stroudsburg.
ad for something, but I was like,
Pennsylvania.
that's the turtle I want.
I like
It was the right
guys.
turtle. It matches
I
for
liked
the
it.
thing.
I mean-
he's starting shit when there's no shit to start.
It's a good looking ad.
I think it's one of my better posters, honestly.
I liked it, too.
I altered the colors.
He's
I
just
blended
shit-stirring.
everything. It took me a whole day.
He's just shit stirring.
Okay.
That's all he's doing.
Well, this
It's a good
one,
Well,
Stirring.
I'll hand draw this one then.
oh, okay. I'd be
It'll take
curious
5
to
months.
see it. 5 months?
No, it won't take 5 months. It'll take a long time though, because tomorrow's my day off. And
Well, you don't have to do it then. Don't worry about it. I'll just put it up there with one of my shitty paints.
No, you won't do that. I'll figure something out.
All right.
I think I want it to
he's
be.
gonna
misty.
draw this creature. No, that'll give it away.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Beneath
anything else we
Just
need
put
to say
a
about
shark
Beneath
fin
Us?
and some ice, and you'll be good.
Crack in the ice.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just do it. Yeah, make it really misty.
There you go.
The-
Silhouettes in the mist.
Great.
Well, thank you for
Easy.
listening
It's
to Not
easy.
Movies, and thank you, Laura, for
Thanks
being
for
here.
having me.
Maybe we'll see you next week. And we will see you listeners next week. Follow us on Twitter at Not Movies. Go download the rest of our episodes. Email us at notmoviespodcast@gmail.com if you like us or if you hate us.
Let us know.
That's all.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.